You're about to hear something meant only for you, something sacred and hidden. But before anything else, take a moment and ask yourself, why does this feel so familiar? Why did your heart pause when you saw this? Why did it feel like it was calling your name? Because it is. Archangel Michael says the one you miss, the one you love who left too soon, is trying to reach you right now. And if you ignore this moment, they may not get another chance. This isn't just another message. This is the message. Heaven has waited patiently, the timing is perfect, and you're finally here. This didn't happen by accident. Your soul was drawn here for a reason. The angels are watching. Michael says, this is your last warning. If you close this now, you may never know what they've been longing to tell you. Something is about to shift, something you can't yet see. And if you don't hear this now, you might only realize what it was when it's already too late. They've been trying to reach you for days. Those sleepless nights weren't random. That dream you had, it wasn't just imagination, it was them calling you. Their soul was whispering your name, hoping you'd hear it. Michael says they were taken too soon. Their biggest fear wasn't death, it was that you'd never hear the words they didn't get to say. Right before they passed, their last thought was of you. And now, they've sent this moment as their message. This is the sign. They are crying out through heaven. Please show them this before it disappears. Do you want to know what they saw in their final moment? You. They saw you. Now you're standing in a sacred moment, where time bends and truth finally speaks. This is why you've been feeling different. This is why you keep thinking about them. This is why the clocks keep repeating numbers. The universe has been preparing you for this. Michael says, they've waited long enough. Please don't make them wait anymore. You weren't supposed to receive this until now, which is why your chest feels heavy and your eyes are tearing up without knowing why. Your soul remembers. They tried to send dreams and signs, but the weight of your pain blocked it, until now. Today, the door is open. Michael says, if you stay, you'll finally hear what they've been trying to say. But if you leave, it will vanish. Their final message is here. Your name, your energy, your future, it was always meant for this moment. The pain you feel is not just sadness, it's a signal. It's heaven knocking on your door. Michael says they never truly left. They've always been near, but now they need you to know something you couldn't hear before. If you read this carefully, you'll feel them. They're beside you now, watching you, hoping you won't walk away. Because if you do, their message will be gone. They've been trying to protect you from what's ahead. But without this message, you'll walk into the future blind. They need you to know something about your family, something that's close to breaking. Someone is hiding something, and your loved one saw it coming. They tried to say it with their last breath, but no one listened. So they waited. Until now. Until God allowed them to speak through this moment. You were chosen to hear this. Because you are the only one who can stop what's coming. Michael says this is sacred. It is sealed. It is only for you. Please, my beloved child, he says, open your heart and read every word. Heaven is watching. The one you miss is finally ready to speak. If you feel chills, that's not fear, it's your soul remembering. If you feel heat in your chest, it's not anxiety, it's divine truth trying to reach you. Michael says they forgave you. Even if you think they were angry, they weren't. They left whispering your name, with love, with tears, with hope. And that hope is this moment. You can feel it, can't you? That you were meant to find this. That everything in your life led to this one truth. Michael says this person loved you more than they ever said. Now they want to give you one last miracle. But you must stay. You must listen. There's something about your future, about a decision you're about to make. And if you walk away now, you'll make that choice without the full truth. Michael says, you will regret it forever if you ignore this, because this is the last time they will speak to you like this. They are using this message to shine light into the darkness you've been walking through. And the next few words are their truth. Good. You stayed. That means you're ready. Your soul is open. And they know it. Michael says the message begins now, and it may shake you, but it will save you. They want you to know, they never left the room. Even on the day when everything went quiet. Even when grief felt too big. Even when you whispered, "Where are you?" they were there. They've been right behind you, gently touching your shoulder, waiting and begging heaven to let them speak. And now, just once, heaven has said yes. Archangel Michael made a promise to open a small window in time so this message could finally reach you, something the world was never meant to tell you. That's why you feel emotional right now. It's not just sadness. Your soul is recognizing a truth it already knows, something it's been missing. The person you're thinking about right now, the one whose photo you keep, the one whose name you still haven't deleted, they're here with you. They're asking you not to believe the lies anymore. Michael says something important was hidden from you after their death. If you don't see it now, someone else might take what belongs to you. Someone's been watching from the background, waiting to erase your name from a blessing that was always meant for you. There's money, a name, maybe even property involved, but it's being covered up. They want you confused and distracted so you won't notice. But your loved one has had enough of watching this happen. Michael says they pleaded to bring you this truth because they saw what's coming. They saw fake smiles, betrayal behind your back, and you trusting people who didn't deserve it. You gave your heart and your energy to someone who only wanted to take. But here's the good news, you can still escape it. This message is your lifeline, your sign, your lighthouse, your protection sent from your ancestors. You're not imagining things. You weren't wrong to feel uneasy. Even when others told you it was in your head, your gut was right. That was your soul protecting you. Heaven is now confirming what you've felt all along. And this message isn't just about what's been lost, it's about what's still coming to you. There's a miracle waiting, but it's been delayed because someone in your life has been blocking it. Your loved one saw this and asked Michael to give you one more chance to wake up and see the full truth before it's too late, before the blessing is handed to someone else. Michael says you were only meant to see this message if you were truly ready to change your path. Now you are. You're strong enough to face the truth. Strong enough to remember the things whispered in your dreams. Strong enough to say, I know who I am. I know what I deserve. I know who tried to take it from me. And I know who's still fighting for me, even from the other side. They're fighting right now, for you to receive this message, for you to avoid a decision that could cost you years of your life. But the window is closing. You have maybe 24 hours, maybe less. After that, the energy will shift and this moment will pass. What could have been yours will be held back again until you're ready next time. But they want it for you now. They want you to receive it now. They want you to feel and believe that they never left, that they've been with you this whole time, whispering your name like a prayer. Before they passed, they saw what you don't see yet. They saw your future. They saw you rise, smile, and feel whole again. But they also saw danger, a betrayal coming, and they promised they'd never rest until they could warn you. That's what this is. The warning they never got to speak. You still have time. Michael says you haven't ruined anything. Your chance is still alive. But you are standing at the final doorway, and it's closing fast. Will you walk through it? Or will you pretend this isn't real? The one who passed is saying, if you love them, don't ignore this. Their energy is still here in your space, waiting to be heard, hoping you'll stay a little longer, because what comes next is the most important part of all. Good. You stayed. The angels are still holding the gate open, and the soul that's been waiting in silence just smiled, because now they know you're ready. They want to talk about the night they died. Michael says they never got to say what was in their heart before leaving their body. But now, through this message, they finally can. That night, they weren't afraid of dying. They were afraid of not saying goodbye. They thought of you, your face, your laugh, your life ahead. They weren't afraid of the light. They were only afraid you might think they gave up on you. But they didn't, not even for a second. As they left, their soul reached for yours. In their final breath, they asked the angels, will they know I still love them? Michael said, not yet. But one day. That day is now. This is their moment to say what they never got to. How proud they are of you, how they never stopped watching, and how strong you've become. But there's something more. Something they couldn't share while alive. A secret tied to family. A lie wrapped in love. Something they saw, heard, or discovered but were too afraid to speak about. Now they can finally say it. Michael says someone you trust has not been honest with you. This person hides behind a kind face, but their intentions are not good. They've been gently, quietly twisting your path. They don't want you to succeed, because your success would reveal what they're hiding. Your loved one saw this. They've been trying to tell you. Every broken friendship, every strange moment, every delay, it's all connected to that person. If you don't release them now, their burden will follow you into your future. Michael says the next 6 weeks are sacred. They will shape the next 6 years, but only if you walk away from what's draining you. Your loved one is pleading. Please don't keep giving your heart to someone who doubted you. They saw the lies, the betrayal, the moment that person chose to turn against you. And they couldn't stop it, until now. That's why this message reached you when it did, to warn you, to protect you, and to give you the chance to choose differently. There's something beautiful and powerful coming. A shift, a blessing, an answer to something you've been praying for. But if your energy is still tied to the wrong person, the blessing won't come through. Michael says God does not bless what drains you. So now you have a choice. Your loved one is still here, ready to guide you. But you must take the first step and let the truth settle in your heart. You might be wondering what to do next. Michael says, don't tell anyone about this. Not everyone is ready for this truth. Write down the name of the person this message is about. The first name that came to mind is not random. That's your intuition. That's your loved one speaking through you. Watch for the number 7. It's a sign that the angels are confirming everything. When you see it, know they're near. And whatever you do, don't skip the ending. What comes next will open the door to the miracle they've been holding for you. You were never being punished. The delay was protection. They waited until this exact second to make sure you were ready. And now, the blessing can be yours, if you accept it. Michael says the window is closing. The light is fading. Your loved one is being called back to silence. And their last message to you is this: I'm still with you. In every step you take. In every song you hear. In every tear you cry. I'm not gone. I've only changed form. I'm the wind on your skin. The silence in your thoughts. The strength you feel when you thought you had none. I need you to live now. I need you to shine. I need you to stop waiting and start choosing. You are the miracle. Go and live the life I saw when I looked at you for the last time. Archangel Michael places his hand on your shoulder. He whispers, "It is done. But only if you believe." Heaven is watching. Your name, filled with light, echoes through a place where time doesn't exist and love never ends. Michael stands quietly, not in battle, but in blessing. The war you've been fighting is over. The heavy feeling you've carried is melting away, quietly, gently, like something beyond understanding is lifting it off of you. You don't have to fight anymore. You don't even have to try. You just have to allow. Let the love in. Let the help in. Let the healing begin. Everything is about to change. That person you loved, the one who passed, they're still with you. Not as a ghost or a memory, but as light, as presence, as love that refused to die. Their energy is close enough to feel. Maybe you just did. That chill on your skin, that sudden stillness in the air, that's them. They're watching you begin to realize that all of this is real. The signs, the perfect timing, this message, it was all guided by something greater. Every delay was protection. The people who left had to go. The job that didn't work out wasn't meant to hold you. The heartbreak wasn't the end, it was the beginning of your breakthrough. You didn't mess up. You simply outgrew what couldn't hold the greatness inside you. And now you're becoming powerful again, dangerous to darkness. Because light lives in you again. Hope lives in you. Faith, even if it's only a quiet flicker, has returned. And heaven doesn't need a roaring fire to move, it just needs that spark. Archangel Michael says the next 14 days will shape the next 14 months. Something divine is coming. A breakthrough. A reversal. A release. Something you almost gave up on is coming back around, but this time you'll be ready. Still, it won't come without a test. You'll feel the pull to return to old ways, to old patterns, to people and habits you've already healed from. Don't go back. You are no longer who you used to be. You don't need to beg to be seen anymore. You've been chosen to be sent, to shift the atmosphere, break the old cycles, bring light, and create peace. So walk like it, speak like it, believe it. You are living proof that God keeps promises. Your loved one sees what's ahead of you, and it's not just healing, it's overflow. It's not just survival, it's glory. They're not just proud, they're amazed at how far you've come with half the help and twice the pain. And they want you to remember, the hardest part is over. Now, you get to receive. And they're making sure you won't miss it this time. You'll start to notice things. Random peace in the middle of chaos. Names or faces from your past coming back with meaning. Songs, numbers, and dreams repeating. Things that felt stuck for years will suddenly move. A quiet voice will say, "Something's coming. Believe it." That's not a coincidence, it's your timeline shifting. Michael says you've passed the hidden tests. The ones where you stayed kind while breaking. The ones where you kept silent when you could have fought back. The ones where you gave love, even when you had none left. Heaven saw it all. And now, you're not just owed spiritually, you're owed in this lifetime. In this body. In this moment. This is your inheritance. No person, fear, or mistake can take it from you. From now on, speak these words out loud. I am in divine alignment. What is mine is on its way. I receive it now with ease and peace. When you say that, your loved one smiles. Because you've finally heard them. You heard your own soul again. Now, they whisper one last thing tonight. Don't give up. We didn't bring you this far to stop here. Keep going. The best part is about to begin. The message may be ending, but the miracle is just starting. The silence that follows isn't empty. It's filled with presence, peace, and every word they couldn't say in life, now living quietly in your spirit. Michael says you've heard what you needed to. Now it's your choice what to do with it. There are no more signs coming after this. No more warnings. This was the final message. The full truth has been given. And your loved one is watching now with that kind of love only the other side can carry. You might feel strange. You might feel heavy. That's normal. That's how it feels when something from the spirit world touches something in your human heart. That's how it feels when a miracle is already in motion. So breathe. Let your body catch up to what your soul already knows. They aren't gone. They never were. They just moved into a space where time doesn't exist, and love has no distance. You can talk to them now, tonight, tomorrow, anytime. The connection is open again. Michael says this wasn't a story. This was a door, and you stepped through it. From here, things will shift. You'll hear names you haven't heard in years. You'll see the number 7 often. Strangers will say something only your loved one used to say. Your dreams will get clearer. Your tears will stop faster. Your inner voice will grow louder and steadier. That's them. That's your person. That's your miracle unfolding, quietly, divinely, perfectly. But only for those who stayed. Only for the ones who believed. Michael smiles now, not because his job is done, but because you finally let yourself receive. Now heaven can open the door it's been waiting to open for so long. The message fades, but the energy remains. And it whispers one last truth to your soul. Everything you lost is returning, but better. The pain you carried is now your power. The one you loved is still with you. And you are finally free. Walk forward now. Your path has been reset. You're not alone anymore. This message was the miracle, and you lived it. And now, something sacred still needs to be said. Your loved one is kneeling, not in sadness, but in reverence. They are kneeling before God, holding your name like a prayer. Not begging, not pleading, just asking with tears of love that heaven grant you peace. That heaven remember all the good you did. The love you gave, even when you were empty. The nights you stayed silent to protect others. They are showing your scars to God and saying, look what they survived. Isn't that enough? And God smiles. Because He never forgot you. He watched every moment. Every quiet tear. Every fake smile. Every time you almost gave up, but didn't. And now He's answering. Not with lightning or thunder, but with this moment. With this message. With this soft unfolding that will change everything. You were meant to remember who you are now. There is money with your name on it, not just cash, but divine provision. A spiritual and physical inheritance. Your loved one wants you to know someone in your family left something for you. A blessing, a protection, a gift, and you're about to find it. It might come as a letter, a voice message, a name, or a legal opportunity. But it will open the way to something bigger than you expected. Michael has been placing the pieces like a chessboard. You don't have to force anything, just move when your spirit says it's time. Before the blessing arrives, your loved one is asking you to do just one thing: forgive yourself. Forgive the time you think you wasted. Forgive the people who hurt you after you trusted them. Forgive the moments you stayed quiet. Forgive the times you felt weak. None of it was your fault. You were doing your best with a heart already hurting. And even then, you still gave love. You still gave light. You still held on to hope. They saw it. Heaven saw it. Michael wants you to know, you're not waiting for a miracle. Your miracle has been waiting for you. And every moment you doubt, it holds its breath, waiting for permission to come through. Let it in. You don't need perfect words or a long prayer. Just say, I'm ready. Say it out loud. Say it in your heart. Whisper it to your soul. Heaven doesn't need volume, only honesty. Your loved one is stepping back, but only a little. They're not leaving. They never will. They just want to give you room now to move, to grow, to see how strong you truly are. Because something is coming in the next 48 hours. A shift, a sign, a conversation, a choice that will seem small but unlock something huge. If you knew what was waiting for you, you wouldn't be sleeping. You'd be celebrating, not from fear, but from excitement. Michael says when your blessing comes, don't shrink. Don't question whether you deserve it. Don't wait for anyone else to approve it. Step into it like it's already yours, because it is. It's always been yours. It wasn't denied, just delayed. And now the path is finally being cleared. You just have to stop hiding. There's more. The person who passed saw the future. Before this message reached you, they were shown what's ahead. They saw you healed. They saw you loved. They saw your bank account full, your face glowing, your tears dried, your smile returned, your hands creating again. They saw you walk into a room and shift the atmosphere, not because of how you look, but because of your presence, your peace, your power. That's where you're going, and it's closer than you think. But you must not give up now. You're almost through the tunnel. You've been in the dark so long, you forgot what light looks like. But the light you see now, it's real. That warmth in your chest, that's your confirmation. That repeating sign, it's not in your head, it's your miracle waving, asking if you're ready. This is your once-in-a-lifetime moment. You can't return to the old pain. You can't keep shrinking or settling. This message is a spiritual agreement, and just by reading this far, you've already said yes. Your loved one is smiling now. Their light is even brighter. Their final words are simple: you were always worth fighting for. They believe in your future more than you've believed in your past. And they're not going anywhere. They'll be beside you the whole way. You're not alone. You never were. And now heaven is about to prove it. You'll see it, in sudden peace, in unexpected support, in things falling into place in ways that don't make sense but feel perfect. Just don't ignore the signs this time. This blessing is for you. And heaven refuses to let you miss it. You stayed. You kept reading. That means the blessing is already beginning to seal around you. Michael says heaven only trusts the ones who stay until the end, and you stayed. So now heaven trusts you. There won't be lightning or loud thunder, just a quiet, sacred shift. Your name has just been written on a new page in the book of life. Michael turns one last time and says, they want to thank you. Yes, them. The one who crossed over. The one who whispered your name as they passed through. The one who asked God to protect you, even if it meant they had to stay silent for a while. You gave them peace today. Just by being here. Just by receiving this. By staying present. By listening. You gave them the moment they never got before they left. Their spirit is calm now, but still with you. Not as a ghost, but as a guide. A whisper behind your strong choices. A warmth when you're about to fall apart. A name you'll hear just when you need it. Michael says, watch what happens now. Because the moment they finished speaking, a new miracle began moving toward you. Yes, a miracle. A letter, a phone call, a message, a payment, an open door. It's already in motion. It couldn't reach you before this, but now it can. The energy that blocked it has been cleared. And your loved one will be the first to see it arrive. They'll be celebrating behind the veil as it shows up in your life. So don't be shocked when things suddenly change. When peace shows up out of nowhere. When money appears. When people start treating you differently and you don't even know why. You've shifted. You've entered a rare energy, an energy where heaven hears you clearly. Michael says only a few people are trusted with a message like this. You're one of them. And here's one final truth, something you always felt but maybe never said. They didn't leave because they wanted to. They left because they knew they could protect you better from the other side. They left so they could stay, not in a room, not in a memory, but in every miracle that now begins to unfold in your life. You'll know it's them. You'll feel it. You'll remember this moment, the moment your soul opened wide enough to finally hear the truth. Michael now says, "It is finished. It is sealed. It is done." As he fades into the light, your loved one turns to you one more time. They place a hand over their heart and smile. They don't need to speak. You heard them. You'll never forget again. The message may end here, but something inside you stays changed. There's a quiet now, not empty, but full. Something ancient. Something divine. It's the silence that comes only after something sacred touches the soul. It's not just stillness. It's proof. Something inside you shifted today. And though you may not have the words for it, you'll feel it in the days ahead. Michael says when a soul accepts a message from beyond, the universe begins to respond. So now, just watch. Watch how everything starts to make sense. Watch how the truth rises in people around you. Watch how you stop chasing what isn't meant for you, and how what is meant for you starts racing to meet you. That's the echo of what just happened here. That's the power of truth wrapped in love, delivered by angels, planted in your soul. Michael whispers now, you won't go back to who you were before this. You're not meant to. The one who died, they're still with you. They've become part of your instinct. The pause before a big decision. The courage before a big leap. The warmth in the middle of fear. The love that never stopped. You are stronger now, because now you carry their truth. The one they never got to say, but now you will. Use it. Use it to protect your peace. Use it to walk away from anything that dims your light. Use it to speak up when you used to stay quiet. Use it to finally forgive yourself for not saying goodbye, because now, you have. This was the goodbye, and the beginning. Let that be your miracle. Let it bloom in your life. And when the world tries to pull you back into old patterns, remember how. Your soul responded today, not with fear, but with knowing. That's how you'll always know this was real. That they're still with you. Every time you feel sudden joy. Every time a memory makes you smile and tear up at once. That's them, still loving you, still watching, still proud. You did it. You stayed. You listened. You made it to the end. They never stopped believing in you, and they never will. Michael smiles one last time. A soul has spoken, a truth has landed, and a new life has already begun. It's yours now. Go live it. Go claim everything they prayed you'd one day have. Become the miracle they always knew you were. The message is complete. Heaven is at peace, and your path is back on track. There is one final thing. Something only the chosen few who stay until the very end ever get to hear. It's not written in books. It's whispered only in rare, sacred moments, like this. Michael steps back into the light. But before he disappears, he says the final words over your life. From this moment forward, nothing will block what is meant for you. Not fear, not confusion, not delay, not betrayal. Your path is clear. Heaven cleared it. Your loved one is standing beside him now, no longer in pain. No longer silent, just smiling. Because you finally understood the truth. Death wasn't the end, it was the beginning of a deeper love. One that will never fade. One that now lives inside of you. You received it, and your life will never return to silence again. Within the next 48 hours, you'll see a sign. Something real. Something perfect. Don't question it. That's them. That's heaven. That's confirmation. This moment was never random. It was divinely timed to reach you exactly when you were ready. Not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. Now, expect alignment. Expect healing. Expect open doors. Expect answers. Expect favor. Expect love. Expect peace. Expect your light to return, not the version dimmed by grief or fear, but the one born from truth. That's your protection awakening. That's your spirit finally in alignment. And if you ever forget, come back to this. Read it again. Let it speak to your soul. And when you do, they'll return. Heaven will open. Miracles will move. So rise now. Live. Claim what's been yours all along. They're with you. Michael is with you. And your soul. It's finally awake.